Welcome to Copenhagen and welcome to Gaming in the Nordics. And I would also like to thank Better Collective for hosting us and in this lovely room. And if you've not been in Copenhagen here before, this is a prime location right next to Nyhavn. So when you stop drinking here, you can go to Nyhavn and continue. I want to start with a confession. This event is partly my fault because some time ago I pitched an idea to Willem to do a proper Nordic gambling forum, something that this region didn't have but clearly needed. So I expected a conversation, maybe some back and forth, but Willem just said, yeah, let's do it. And before I'd finished the sentence, he actually proceeded to building the thing. And of course, Willem has built many other great events like gaming in Spain, gaming in Holland, and gaming in Germany, I think. Events that are generally very good and matters for people in the room. They're worth flying to see. So he knows what he's doing. And the moment I pointed north, he moved north. So if you're looking for the person who's responsible for the fact that you're sitting here today, it's Willem. I just had the idea. He did the work. But there are other reasons why this event exists, and it's sitting in the room right now. There's a growing Nordic community in the gambling world, people whose professional lives revolve around these markets: compliance managers, marketing directors, sales leads, regulatory specialists. All of you share something. The Nordics are your patch. And that community is getting bigger. Finland has been moving towards a licensing model. And when it crosses the line, which it will be soon, there will be new people joining this corner of the industry. So we are growing by the numbers all the time. And until now, this community hasn't really had a home. People have met in the margins of larger events, exchanged notes in the corridors, connected on LinkedIn. But this event is an attempt to give the community a proper room of its own. So now you're wondering, maybe beyond this community, why the Nordics? We're 4 different countries. We have 4 different regulatory frameworks. We don't even agree on when to have a midsummer party. But here's the thing. The Nordic gambling markets are national in law, but they're increasingly regional in practice. Operators, they think across borders. Suppliers work across borders. Technology works across borders. Regulatory ideas, unfortunately, travel across borders. And illegal operators, I can assure you, have no interest in borders whatsoever. So the question we are dealing with are shared questions: channelization, the unlicensed market, advertising, consumer protection, supplier regulation, affiliates, payments, enforcement, whatever. All these issues are so important. They cannot just be discussed within national borders. And frankly, I think it's more interesting when you're able to compare notes amongst jurisdictions. So here's what I find generally exciting about this region that we're in. And I say this with someone who has spent a bit more time, which is healthy, on studying the Nordic gambling regulation. The Nordics, in my opinion, is one of the best places in the world to see the next generation of gambling regulation and how it looks like. But why? Because I think in the Nordics, we have a rare combination. We have pragmatic governments, we have digital public infrastructure, we have digitally mature customers, and we have innovative operators and suppliers. And we have several different regulatory models sitting side by side in a relatively small geography. As you said, Willem, Denmark has a mature licensing system. Sweden is also quite mature now. They're all going through different things. And Finland is moving towards a licensing model, and Norway operates a completely different model entirely. And not to forget Iceland, which I heard about, is also maybe on the brink to something interesting. So it's actually 5 models, same region, very useful. It means that we can compare what works and what doesn't. We can learn from implementation, not just theory. And we can ask the question that actually matters, not just this is strict or this is liberal, but does it actually work? Does it keep the consumers in the licensed market? Does it give regulators real visibility? Does it allow serious operators and suppliers to compete? And does it create meaningful consequences for illegal operators? That's a practical test. And the Nordic, with its digital infrastructure, data-driven societies, and frankly, switched-on industry, is a good place to find the workable answers. Other jurisdictions are watching. If we get it right, they'll notice. If we make mistakes, those will be studied too. Either way, this region is setting examples. And this is exactly why, in my opinion, this event exists. The purpose of gaming in the Nordics is simple: a regular meeting point for the sector, a place where operators, suppliers, regulators, trade associations, and advisors can compare experience, understand what's coming, and discuss what actually works in practice. Today is Copenhagen. Next time, Berlin. No. Next time is maybe Stockholm, Helsinki, or Oslo, if Willem is willing. For us, where I work in Nordic legal, this is generally close to our daily work. We see constantly how a question in one Nordic jurisdiction becomes relevant in another. And we believe that the sector operators, suppliers, regulators, advisors need a home for that conversation. So maybe this is that home. So thank you for being here. Thank you for Willem for taking an idea and turning it into a room full of people. And welcome properly to the gaming in the Nordics. Let's make it worth coming back for.